Chair is proud to introduce Representative Derrick Jackson to introduce some special guests.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning. Indeed, it is an honor and a privilege to recognize Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, the oldest and the coldest fraternity. 113 years we've been bringing forth manly deeds and scholarship for all mankind, and we are presenting a proclamation on behalf of this body to the Georgia District of Brother Sherman Lofton.
Thank you. Good morning. To Speaker Ralston, members of the distinguished Georgia State House of Representatives, Representative Brother Derrick Jackson, and guests, I greet you on behalf of our 35th General President, Dr. Everett B. Ward, our 27th Southern Region Vice President, Kelsey Rushing, Assistant Georgia District Director, Brother to Jordan Carter, our past district directors, and more than 2,500 members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated that call Georgia home. Today, the members of the nation's oldest collegiate African-American Greek letter organization have come to these hallowed grounds, nestled under this symbolic gold dome, galvanized by the theme, heeding the call, armoring ourselves to advocate and fight against injustice in all communities. On this day, we gather here to advocate for full and equitable funding of our schools, prioritizing the education of our children, increasing the minimum wage, requesting that discriminatory policing practices along with racial profiling are made unlawful, ensuring that the right to vote is protected, unencumbered, and unrestricted. On this day, the men of Alpha and our mentees come in support of health care for all citizens, sensible gun control, decrease the funding and reliance of the private prison complexes. There are distinct parallels for the mission of this legislature and the mission of Alpha Phi Alpha. At our core, we each have a deep commitment to the communities that we serve. At our core, each of us are charged with helping to enlighten and uplift those lesser than, knowing that by doing so, it helps all of us and makes it better for the greater good. These works should be done without being biased by ideology, without bowing to private interest, but by honoring our oaths and our obligations to the citizens that we serve. We believe we can create a brighter future for Georgia by taking steps to improve the atmosphere in our schools, by teaching entrepreneurship and wealth creation, and developing policies and practices to support the same, and by carrying out our mission, which develops leaders, promotes brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy for our communities. As I close, I am reminded of a quote: "You can't be lucky all the time, but you can be smart every day." May God bless you all, the state of Georgia, the United States of America, and may He keep each of you in His arms, because now is the time to do what is right.
Madam Pro Tem, we also have some Alphas. If the Alphas can stand in the gallery and be recognized by this august body, and the mentees.